Hello, y'all. Welcome. Periscope.
Welcome back, everybody.
YouTube.
We're back like Little Debbie's in 2013.
Yeah. Just out of nowhere, we're back.
We're back on the show.
We've been getting emails. We've been getting the phone calls. People are like, where are you at?
To tell you the truth, people,
We're back.
we were actually on a tour in Hong Kong, in China, and actually
international,
we're
scope out.
We're actually fine-tuning our skills, our Periscope and YouTube skills.
You gotta be one with the scope.
So we're getting it all together.
So we're back nonetheless. Episode 14. We're the right guys. My name's Todd. This is Colby.
We're back at it.
As always, got the sports knowledge to you. We love the questions on Periscope where we're live here, but always check us out on YouTube at The Right Guys.
Thanks for joining, Climber. Yeah, we're hoping to have a big Periscope audience and have a lot of interaction. What's up, Crazy Cat?
Welcome to the show.
If anything, we'll just do all Periscope. That'd be awesome if we could. But
definitely. And,
we're going to be doing our thing.
Tune in regularly we're going to have some picks on here. We'll be doing like little update videos throughout the week.
A lot more active on Periscope lately.
Definitely.
Not just with our show, but we're going to do our picks. And like overall, we talk about the games, what we're thinking. Even if we're not maybe doing picks, just talking about the hot games and maybe if we were picking that day.
Definitely. You can find us on Twitter, The Right Guys. We're got a Facebook group. We got Instagram. Every kind of outlet you can think about, we're there with The Right Guys. I have it in the description. That is how you spell the name. And we can get right into what we're going to do.
Let's do this.
We don't know how many MMA fans we got, but this Sunday we got a pretty decent card coming up.
This Sunday, Dillashaw versus Dominic Cruz. What's up, Jig? Thanks for joining, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
But that's going to be Dominic Cruz. That was his title.
Yeah.
He's never really lost it. He's just had a bunch of injuries,
tons and tons of injuries.
Both his ACLs worked on. What's up? Thanks for joining there. But he is going to make a return.
Yeah.
And try
and
to
when
get
he did come back though, before staying in that other injury.
What's up, Juan?
He came out with that knockout.
He came out and looked real good.
Yeah.
Looked like his old self.
Definitely.
It looked real good. So he's going to be going up against Dillashaw, which captured the title from Barao, and all of a sudden, he's on top of the 135
He's got
crown.
Multiple defenses under his belt.
Got a new camp going.
Yeah, he did.
What's up, Juan?
Hey, welcome.
He's with Bang Duck. Is this his first camp, right?
Yeah. Well, no, he's with Evolution, Team Evolution.
So that's
Ludwig and Evolution. They're pretty close camps. So he goes down there and trains something with Dwayne.
Okay.
He's a Team Evolution. It's that team down there that people are getting paid to train and stuff like that. But yeah,
there was a little. The odds right now, Dillashaw is the favorite, minus 135, Cruz plus 115. So if any bettors out there, pretty even. The co-main event is going to be Anthony Pettis, the former champion, versus Eddie Alvarez, the former Bellator champion, and can be a pay-per-view and event right there. This is going to be a action-packed event.
When we talk about plagued with injuries, Pettis has kind of been in almost that same boat. Like after every fight, something's plaguing him. And he's down for 6 months and then he's back. So,
he was once again. He was the 155 champ on top of the world, and all of a sudden, Dos Anjos just goes pretty much right through him.
Right through him, yeah.
And he has to rebuild, but you got the Eddie Alvarez at the same time. This is going to be no slouch. This is going to be
this is
a hard
back
fight.
To stiff.
These odds right here, minus 345 for Pettis. That's garbage.
Favorite, huh?
That's garbage.
It's probably more people know Pettis over
Alvarez. Yeah, he's once again. I've watched him for a long time, and that should be a competitive fight.
Definitely.
Travis Brown versus
Matt Mitrione. That's gonna be a barn burner too.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I'm pretty sure Mitrione lost his last one, right?
Yeah,
he's coming out to prove.
Yeah, he's gonna be the underdog there, plus 135.
Yeah, pretty close odds in that fight.
But Travis Brown, he needs this win.
This is yeah, it's a big fight for him. It's a big fight for both of them, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of cement their place in the division.
So because of the big guys on top of those 3 fights. Other fights in the card: Francisco Trinaldo versus Trinaldo. Sorry, Trinaldo versus Ross Pearson.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good fight. And Patrick Cote and
Ben Sanders.
Ben Saunders. Yeah, that's going to be
a really close fight as well on the odds there.
So that's all this Sunday going
We might
down.
get something set up for a lineup maybe. We might throw out some bets out there. Make sure you tune into Twitter for that.
Periscope. We'll
I'll definitely post
those
before the fights, either that day or before that day.
Any thoughts on that card on Periscope? It's going to be some fun action. That's going to be in Boston on the East Coast there. And the start Fox Sports 1, if you're wondering, in the U.S., 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, the prelims.
Yeah.
The Fight Pass, Darren Cruikshank and Paul Fielder, which is going to be. I don't know why they're not on the prelims, but that's going to be an action-packed fight.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a decent card, and it's Sunday. This Sunday. Tune in. That's a good fight, right there.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be starting off the new year. Well, actually, Lawler and Condit start off the new year
with a bang. Yeah. Holy cow.
And this will be the second card. So, another news, confirmation of maybe the biggest card of the year so far in the spring.
The first of a super fight we've ever really seen. I mean, Conor isn't too tested, but for a title kind of thing, that is, Conor McGregor is going to be going up, fighting lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos.
That's big news, yeah. But that he's trying to make some history in a couple different ways. He's trying to make history, become the first person to hold titles at the same time, and he is trying to be. What's he trying to do?
Defend them both at the same time, right?
Well, he's trying to do that too, but he's I don't know what I was trying to say, but anyways. Oh, trying to be the third person to hold them in 2 different weight classes. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay.
Because BJ Penn 1 and 2, and Randy Couture. It's a few different people have done that, but no one's done it at the same time. Dan Henderson's done it in Pride. At the same time, holding 2 different belts, but that's big news. And also, Misha Cupcake Tate is going to face
Holly Holmes. That's going to be
champion Holly Holm. While Ronda, this is the right decision. Ronda needs to rest.
Tate will get her shot.
Yeah.
She was flirting.
What's up? Thanks for joining, Ken.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Talking about retirement because she wasn't going to get a shot, but luckily she is going to get that shot, and that's going to be a good fight. And Holly's not going to take her for granted because that's going to be a tough fight. Holly's always gave Ronda a tough fight. So we'll see. That's going to be a really good fight. I'd like to see what happens there.
Yeah. So I'm sure they're going to stack that up because that's probably going to be the March 5th. It's going to be coming up before too long. Also in the news, Nick Diaz. Big good news if you're a Nick Diaz fan. His 5-year suspension got reduced to
18 months.
18 months.
The fine got reduced as well. I don't know the exact number on that, but he'll be eligible August 1st. That's big. That's a lot less than 5 years.
Yeah, and he got his fine reduced a little bit, which is still hefty. But the thing is, he's going to be able to fight and make a living. And the whole thing was a joke. I'm not sure if it was the petition. Was that a federal petition? If he had thousands of people sign this petition and said this is garbage. Someone needs to look at this, and they finally settled it with him. Thank goodness. So we'll see Nick Diaz back in the cage this summer, hopefully. Great things coming up for the Diaz brothers. Nate Diaz looked real good. I was kind of hoping maybe Nate Diaz would be in the running for a Conor McGregor fight. Can you imagine that? Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, that would be some trash.
Well, if he does beat Dos Anjos, that might be a future belt right there.
Yeah.
I think Frankie's still in the mix. I think
Frankie Edgar.
Definitely. Maybe.
I guess they're going to meet today or tomorrow with UFC officials to see what's going to be going on, his future. because, I mean, they need to either get an intern belt for him or something.
Yeah, because he deserves.
He beat Cub. He knocked out the guy
Chad.
that took down McGregor and gave him a tough fight, knocked him out cold in the first round.
Yeah.
So they need to figure something out.
Yeah.
So, on to horse racing real quick. California Chrome, the 2014 Horse of the Year, returned from pretty much a year off. He raced a couple times last year, but he hadn't raced in March of last year in the Dubai Classic. He won a Grade 2 versus Opportunity Heart Aces, a couple of good horses, and he's going to be shipping over to Dubai to race in that race. It's $10 million, Dubai World Cup. So that's like I talk about the Breeders' Cup Classic. It's like $6 million in the United States. That's the richest race. Dubai, he's going to go over there, ship early, run one race, and then try to run that $10 million. Also, Keen Eyes, the horse that beat American Pharoah and the Travers, Frosted that ran with them. Those guys are all kind of gearing for him. They're 4-year-old, and this is his 5-year-old. What's up, Juan? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's going to be pretty much it for them. But he's pretty much picking up the popularity over American Pharoah, got retired, and so NHL, our Twitter free pick record, which is 21-13, 62%. We're doing really good in hockey. We do probably 2-3 picks a week. Doing kind of really careful, not really doing too much activity, but doing. We're all even pretty much to underdog picks, so they're all money picks. If you bet $10 a game or $100 to $1,000, you'll be definitely in the red. You'll be making money in our hockey picks this year. A couple of stories real quick in hockey. Florida ran a 7-point win streak. They're kind of a surprise in the East. Washington's looking really good. And the Dallas Stars is cleaning up house in the West. So that's a real quick look up for NHL. And then we're going to be going deep into the NFL to kind of clean up our show here.
Definitely. Because we got some big matchups coming up this Saturday and Sunday.
Definitely. We got Pittsburgh with their big win over Cincinnati. Holy snap.
Coming in to play Denver, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's going to be kind of iffy go. Because right now, Rothenberg
hurt shoulder.
Yeah. Ligaments today was announced. So that's a very... we just don't really know what's going to go on with him. So, and then Antonio Brown sounds like he's a no-go. They're going to be concussion. They're going to be on some a hurt leg.
And Denver's been waiting. Looks like they're 6.5 favorites. Denver so far.
Yeah.
And they're going to be playing the nightcap Sunday, and to start off Saturday
again. Seattle in the morning, huh?
Sunday, yeah. Seattle at Carolina.
Which is going to be a huge game.
Seattle survives the Cold Bowl. They survived the missed kick.
They're going to come back, going to go into Carolina. The weather's going to be a lot better over there than it was in Minnesota. Seattle, that offense has got to, they're going to produce more than they did.
But Carolina, does that hurt? Does that hurt Carolina having a week off and their secondary is banged up, and that's what Russell Wilson's been hurting people on is passing.
Marshawn might be a go-to, and
he's still questionable. But that's going to be a good game. A 2.5-point favorite for Carolina right now at home,
which is probably about right.
Yeah,
but it's probably going to come down to a field goal. The defenses have been playing pretty well on both sides. Seattle's the last intel end of the year. They were playing top end.
Phenomenal, yeah. So that's going to be Sunday and Saturday. We're going backwards for some reason.
Yeah.
Kansas City at Denver, or Kansas City at New England.
Kansas City at New England. Yeah, that's going to be Kansas City with 11 games if you count their wild card game.
Just on a roll.
This game, yeah.
New England, I guarantee you, they would rather face anybody else than probably Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas City.
Julius Edelman to go. Gronk's supposed to be at 100. So New England's gonna come in through with some weapons, and it's gonna be a good game too. I don't think Kansas City's gonna go down without a fight.
Remember they took them out on a Monday night game or Sunday night game last year, beat by 30, and everybody thought New England's done. And, obviously they didn't win the championship, but New England at home, 5-point underdog or 5-point favorite. Sorry, jeez. And it's going to be a 1:35 kickoff there Saturday, January 16th. Green Bay, Arizona will be the final game we'll be going at. 7-point favorite for Arizona. Green Bay's they keep on taking injuries. Adams is out, wide receiver.
But I mean, Arizona didn't put up big performance there at the last game of the season. Then just went straight with a week off.
What's up, numbers? Thanks for joining.
Green Bay is kind of got that offense going.
Seattle beat up on them at home.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're beatable.
Yeah. We'll see how Green Bay can hold up. That offense has got to be up there again. Because I think Arizona's going to come out there and try to put the points.
They're ready. They've been itching.
I don't think Green Bay's defense is going to be able to hold as well as like a Seattle.
They're well tuned. They're well tuned with. They got a good running game with Johnson,
Lacey, and Starks were doing a pretty well job too
on Green Bay.
So hopefully they can rely on them.
Because they're obviously with their defense is legit, but their offense has just been phenomenal too this year with Fitzgerald. He's been, and they have like a big old core of wide receivers, but also they have a good running attack finally with Johnson. They found David Johnson, and they're getting something going. But Green Bay, they're Green Bay, and I was kind of thinking Washington would get them a good run, and that was obviously not the case.
Yeah.
But Arizona, I mean, I think that they do have the favorite there, definitely. So that's going to be it for the divisional round. And once again, Periscope going down.
Yeah.
Periscope went down. But anyway, so we're gonna start a new thing, Periscope. We're gonna try to do more active on that.
Yeah, we're gonna put more videos out though, as always on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're back at doing it once a week. We're back on doing it Tuesdays.
Yeah, so look at all of our outlets for those. Again, The Right Guys. It'll be in the description. Add us on it all, and I'll prove them up. And yeah, we're The Right Guys. Again, my name's Todd. Colby.
What's up, Don? Unfortunately, it stopped.
It's stopped now.
But yeah, once again, we're back, and thanks for tuning in, guys.
Always come back. We got plenty of sports coming at you. Episode 14.
Once again, we've been trained by monks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we got that mind nice and tuned.
Knowledge coming at you.